When the movie finished 15 minutes ago, but it's a Marvel movie. Superheroes when the world is in danger, but it's not their movie. They grow up so fast. What? There are two different kinds of people when they see themselves. Why does Thor look like he's about to challenge Thanos to a rap battle? If superheroes were really from the USA? Just wondering, did Marvel Studios actually inject Chris Evans with super soldier serum? Scientists are looking into how lizards regenerate their tails to try and achieve similar results with human cartilage. Did Spider-Man teach us nothing? Star-Lord will have a new look. My brother, that's the same picture. The Infinity Stones were hiding in plain sight. Y'all, I just saw RDJ's stunt double, and now I understand why Tom thought his stunt double was him. Now I can die in peace, having known that I've seen Deadpool holding a can of Raid while next to Spider-Man and Ant-Man. The amount of villains in the Spider-Man franchise with a PhD is concerning. I mean, have you looked at the job market lately? Before Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet was wielded by the most powerful human in the universe and was used to heal the world. 25 shocking celebrity weight changes. I'm offended. This will not end well. My sister works for an online dispensary and I'm losing my mind. She either got divorced or got married to Groot. Doctor Strange looks like he's about to drop some shadow clone jutsus. Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3 was actually insane. He caught a body, then immediately went to tell his auntie, "I'm a pirate. Arr." A few years later, this guy landed Zendaya. Okay, draw a baby. Just draw a baby. Sure, you got this. How hard can it be? Remember when the OG Avengers presented an award to RDJ, and as he was speaking, they just... What was the worst case of an MCU character being weaker than they should have been? Thanos isn't lucky, he ain't fought the 2008 Hulk. Bro would have snapped his purple self in half. Marriage is all about compromises. Spider-Man with and without CGI. My level of petty. Chemistry substitute was slowly writing down endgame spoilers every time someone talked. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that this man was alive for like 60 seconds, spent half of them looking through the internet, and decided that humanity has got to go. Supervisors of the solar system. Female superheroes after being punched in the face 100 times, thrown through concrete walls, and stabbed. I stopped caring about the MCU after Endgame. Join the Avengers, they said. You could be the next Iron Man, they said. Man, early 2000s comic book movies just hit different. Of all the Spider-Men in all multiverses, I believe this one to be the most pointless and tragic one. Here we have Captain America decapitating an Ultron drone by drop-kicking his own shield through the drone's neck. People making fun of the Hulk and how soft he's become. But imagine getting your butt whooped so bad by a villain that you go through an identity crisis and change your whole outlook on life. We should all thank Star-Lord for giving us another Avengers movie. My students had to pick a Marvel character to embody within a resume and cover letter. The idea that you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take lives within one particular student of mine. The human population has officially passed 8 billion. Concept art for Deadpool in X-Men Origins Wolverine 2009. If you ever feel dumb, just remember that Captain America tried to choke a robot. I agree with Thanos every day, a little more. I've been thinking a lot about how Kong got thrown in jail because he did not print out enough pamphlets for his rebellion. He got defeated by paper. He is a rock and he got defeated by paper. Just when I was thinking it was going to be too dark like DC, Ant-Man made his entry. Marvel games in virtual reality. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Daredevil. Good responses to getting stabbed with a sword. Rude. That's not fair. Not again. Are you going to want this back or can I keep it? Sorry, but if Avengers 4 doesn't contain this vehicle, it's not worth our time. But I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. You can rewrite DNA on the fly, and you're using it to turn people into dinosaurs. But with tech like that, you could cure cancer. I think about this Spider-Man panel about once a day. My little nephew has this Spider-Man motorcycle toy, but the figure is the funniest thing because you can pose it like this. 13 children were named Thanos in 2018. Y'all remember when Infinity War established in the first 20 minutes that Doctor Strange can sever hands with his portals, and then they spent 2 hours and 40 minutes of the movie trying to take off the gauntlet from Thanos' hand instead of cutting his hand off. Random kid, when I grow up, I want to be Spider-Man, his uncle. Just remembered Scarlet was the only one on set for some scenes in the airport because her character did not need CGI. We need to talk more about Marvel, confirming there's more than one afterlife, and how it depends on culture, religion, and current beliefs. That is seriously my favorite. There's a spider on my wall. What do I do? It's dead. Don't worry. Tobey Maguire was the same age in No Way Home as William Dafoe was in Spider-Man 1. Who is winning this fight? Tom Holland revealed one of the 3 Spider-Man actors wore a fake butt in the movies, but he won't reveal who. We all know who it was. No, Doctor Strange drank Sprite. It's a Spidey rule to make a homemade Spider-Man costume. Which one's your favorite? In No Way Home, you can see Andrew's lenses crack as he is being electrocuted. Imagine having all of this greatness in one movie and then proceed to call it a bad Spider-Man movie. When you are Iron Man, but your son is a fan of Spider-Man. She's so powerful and clever. Fans. Toby will always be the best Spider-Man. Andrew sucks. No, Andrew is the best. Toby sucks. Toby and Andrew in real life. Who would have guessed that wouldn't be a joke 2 years later? I'm sorry, Earth is closed today. These two are just the MCU version of them. Literally the best comic book casting ever, and it isn't even a competition. No one, and I mean no one, could have embodied Iron Man better than Robert Downey Jr. Spider-Man's girlfriend in every movie for no reason. When you're out of webs, but not out of options. You came into my life as a story, but you will leave as legends. Front, back, the reality behind Captain America's shield. Iron Man, playing with Spider-Man at the beach. What a great dad. First day as a superhero. Villain, why is my calendar wrapped in aluminium? I foiled your plans. I am killed immediately. Watching a behind the scenes of a superhero movie. With Black Adam 2 cancelled, Marvel should just pick up The Rock to play a guy made of rocks. Civilians in the Marvel universe when none of the superheroes show up to save them. Mum sat next to this guy at the deli and overheard him talking about some $100 million deal and took this awkward photo. She texted me it and said any idea who it is. Hulk got his eyebrows threaded, new hair, nose job, and a contour kit. Go on, Miss Thang. My son's got the Spider-Man costume he's been wanting forever to do. I held him up in various positions and then photoshopped myself out. Turned out pretty good. Sometimes I cry at the fact that this is an actual page from a Captain America comic. Peter, my Spidey senses are tingling. Something bad is happening. The rest of the kids on the bus. Yeah, dude, there's a giant alien circle in the sky. You did not see that coming. Marvel just confirmed that Shrek exists in the MCU. Treat yourself to 19 inches of Venom and more with the Spider-Man 2's collector's edition. Treat myself to what now? Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally not even complete yet. 2097 Marvel fans realizing they need to watch over 300 movies and television shows to understand why Spider-Man ate cereal on Monday. Who has suffered the most? Wanda lost her Sims save file while Thor like 1500 years old and he's still trying to find himself. This is such a strange photo. If the MCU began in 1998, this is Iron Man, Thor, and Bruce Banner. Can I get a scene in a Marvel movie where these three just sit and have a conversation? Superheroes dressed in red who lost their vision. I shouldn't laugh. From the 1940s, we bring you the greatest single sound effect in the history of comic books. Most powerful magic users. Only one of these characters survived Thanos. 90s Cyclops. Looks like a can of WD-40. Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Everything's going dark. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark. Oh no, there went the Spider-Man. The Marvel fandom trying to work out who's going to die in Infinity War. Spider-Man fans when they have to wait 3 to 4 years for a resolution to the cliffhanger in Far From Home when you're beside yourself with laughter. Also, Chris Evans. Marvel Studios should just stop making movies because nothing will ever top what I just watched. A National Geographic cameraman. POV, you unmask Spider-Man and it turns out to be your longtime best friend, Peter Parker. So you back away slowly and fall backwards into a chair. Me at 3 AM heading towards the fridge for the 4th time to see if any new food has spawned. It has officially been more than 10 years since The Avengers. You can only revive one person. Who? There really is no one in the work more excited about recreating the Spider-Man pointing meme than Andrew Garfield. Just look at him. Remember months ago, these pictures were leaked and we thought they were just Tom Holland practicing his lines. Turns out to be the biggest spoiler in the movie. Wanda and Loki be really conjuring dark clouds for their arrival to prove everyone that they're such divas. People, how was Spidey swinging? Me. Thanks, Giant Man. He installed six-pack in 30 days. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Now, I am become Death, the destroyer of the worlds. Barbie grossed $22.3 million from previews, beating any superhero movie this year. This year really gave us our first glimpse at mutants in the MCU. Science bros for life. Steve Rogers better come back just to tell Star-Lord he did the deed with his grandmother. If Doctor Strange astral punched Moon Knight out of his body, then what comes out? You just watched Captain America, the Winter Soldier for the 97th time. I am Shrute. Identity theft is not a joke, Ryan. Do you know about Tumblr? I have heard it's very dangerous. I love danger. Come to us, darling. If he finds the Flash, he gets $20. Imagine existing in the MCU and having to see this guy go crazy at least twice a week. You've grown bored of it. They look like a mum and dad parent called into the principal's office because of their child's problematic behavior on the playground. Doctor Strange, the only hero to defeat his opponent by making him rage quit. If that's what she looked like in high school, I have no hope. What does this mean? Holy damn, you're Stan fucking Lee. The Marvelous directors fear the MCU movie could suffer from its restricted promotion. The Marvels, Hollywood. Marvel fans, after realizing that a sequel to an 11-year-old movie about a talking cat is written far better than any MCU project in the past few years. Thanos, where is the Soul Stone? Strange holds up a dog. It's inside this dog. Kills dog. Ha, was that your plan? Wait for it, John Wick. Hey, have you guys seen my new dog? When you get an Uber driver that doesn't want to talk to you the whole ride, animes be like, I'm just an average high school boy. I guess we do go to different websites. What are you prattling on about? You know, if the internet could see the two of us like this, it would have fits. Do not eat the Spider-Man burger. Doctor Strange having a moment there, hoping that slap didn't mess up the timeline. I don't find the Morbius memes funny. Can I help you? Are you a bear? 9 live-action Superman, 8 live-action Batman, 3 live-action Spider-Man, but there is only 1 live-action Wolverine. Old Man Cab should have been Stan Lee, so it explains that all of his cameos were just him checking up on his friends. Because you are under arrest. Objection. Matt, you can't just objection yourself out of getting arrested. He is a lawyer. He knows what he's doing. Deadpool, after selling 500 of his own kidneys. When someone makes a joke about something you're secretly insecure about, Endgame humanizes Thor as he goes through trauma and depression. In the end, he was still worthy of wielding Mjolnir. Depression does not take away from your value as a god or even as a human. $200 movie. Take one step and then again. Come on, let's do the Mario. Vin Diesel was nearly fired from his role as Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy for constantly forgetting his lines. I heard he kept saying, I am family, and not Groot. Makes total sense. When you are no longer the adorable baby alien protected by a bounty hunter who was really into rifles at Disney. Good news, the charges were dropped. Good luck, Mr. Parker. If you ever need help again, call me. How are you reading this? I'm a really good lawyer. Changing stream quality to 4K, be like, I'm going to tell my kids this is how Endgame ended. My mom magically finding the lost things in the place I just searched. When you realize that SpongeBob had it before Thanos. Chris Evans sometimes helps out on set with cleaning and more. Leaked crossover of Thor, Hulk, and Doctor Strange on Thor Ragnarok when I tried to convince a friend to watch Marvel movies. This looks like the beginning of a music video featuring the #1 hit, You're Not My Dad. Marvel fans when Batman doesn't say, yikes, that's gotta hurt, after mercilessly beating a shoplifter into a comatose state. James Gunn making sure to throw in the perfectly timed F-bomb in the MCU movie. Open the fucking door. Would you be Spider-Man for 5 years, but after that you die, or just live your normal life? Disney has set up a She-Hulk Tinder profile to promote the upcoming series. This guy Plastic Man became a chair so Hollywood sit on him. Marvel CGI now versus Marvel CGI then. Wait, so if Star-Lord hadn't punched Thanos, Avatar would still be the highest grossing movie of all time. It's an oversimplification of events, but yes. Andrew Garfield was the perfect Spider-Man, and Henry Cavill was the perfect Superman, and they both were wasted by a shitty studio. I couldn't have saved them, but they died because of me. 100-year-olds kept buying the wrong t-shirt size. Nobody bothered enough to tell them otherwise. As MCU fans, we've gotten so used to quantity over quality that we don't appreciate things as much anymore. I hope he gets paid this time. How Marvel can easily make a $2 billion Avengers Secret Wars movie. This scene in the Multiverse of Madness trailer is from an alternate universe where Tony's Ultron program ended up working. Doctor Strange be like, this is why I never had kids, and then take care of literally every kid in the multiverse. Tom Hiddleston on If Loki appears in Thor and Love. I literally have no idea, and I'm not even doing an Andrew Garfield. I just don't know. Andrew Garfield, the verb of the year. The solo Wonder Woman movie is way too risky to make. Marvel, here's a movie where Bradley Cooper's a raccoon and Vin Diesel is a tree. Do you sometimes wonder why you have weird friends, but then you snap and realize that you're just as weird as them? Just imagine the Avengers going to IKEA, and Thor is the only one who can pronounce the name of anything. This is disproportionately hilarious to me. Come on, let us assemble the Lovenbacken. I was wondering if Spider-Man's spider sense is based on an actual thing spiders can do, so I googled, can spiders sense danger? And the National Wildlife Federation treated me like the dumbass I am. Spiders can detect danger coming their way with an early warning system called EYES. Can we all just take a moment to respect the fact that Ant-Man's stunt double is an amputee? Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. went hiking after the unexpected Spider-Man news. Robert, what are we doing next to this cliff? A soul for a soul. Spider-Man is so funny. Dude saves like an entire country and then goes home at the end of the day, opens his fridge, and he's got got like one egg and a half-empty can of Arizona tea. No matter how old he is, or what comic he's from, that's just how Peter Parker lives. Somebody post there, what's the difference between Iron Man and Aluminium Man? Iron Man stops the bad guys. Aluminium Man just foils their plans. One day, remember when Captain America's friend killed Iron Man's parents and then they jumped Iron Man for being mad about it? Why didn't they tell the real rich history of Africa instead of some fictitious place called Wakanda? Why are you this dense and from my city, bro? I guess Thor should have been a Viking documentary. Guardians of the Galaxy should have accurately depicted the Milky Way. Captain America Civil War should have taken place in 1863. Why didn't they have a real arachnid play Spider-Man? My grandpa got bitten by a spider and he was really upset, so I went to get some cream, but before I could leave the room, I heard him say, "At this age, I cannot handle the responsibility of being a Spider-Man." Have you ever thought about the fact that Thor and Loki are like 1,000 years old? The events of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe so far has probably been the equivalent of like 2 really bad weeks. Worst spring break ever. I saved your people from extinction. Now give me a bit of time and help, and we will get you to your new homeworld. Sure, there's absolutely nothing to help. No, you didn't keep your promise. I'm going to genocide your entire species. It's been 20 years. We've been getting invaded by aliens for the last 10, and I've been dead for the last 5. Person, you don't have kids. How old are you? 31. That surprises me. I would be lost without kids. I mean, how do you find meaning in life? Marvel keeps coming out with films. Yeah, so this is Oreo. Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe to that guy. I do not like the camera in my face. I have a very long nose. And I like sleeping because I'm a lazy dog.